What's going on, guys? There's a developing story in Virginia, at the University of Virginia, where three college football players lost their life due to a maniac ex-teammate by the name of Christopher Darnell Jones. He was a running back there. He was kicked off the team because he's an ex player, and he's still near the campus. So I'm assuming he's still a student. He decided that he wanted to go and shoot up a bus, or there was a returning bus with these athletes there, because there were 5 people, I believe, shot in total. And these were the 3 that lost their life. And this happened when they came back from a field trip, a class field trip. All right. This is troubling on a lot of levels. In the picture you see here of these 3 athletes who did not deserve to lose their life. From the left, you have Lavelle Davis Jr. You have Devin Chandler. And then you have Deshaun Perry. They have lost their life, and we're going to get into to why this may have occurred. But black people, all my melanated people, let's talk, because we have this notion that everybody else is the reason why we're so self-destructive. That it's everybody else's fault. We blame everybody except ourselves, because we are the product of our own unhappiness. We are the ones who internalize the self-hatred, and we take it out on each other. Now, we're going to get into what happened. There's a lot of different stories. I'm trying to get to the most credible of the stories. So I do have other articles here we can get into. But let's get into this one from Yahoo, right? And that right there, that's Christopher Jones right there. A manhunt is currently underway for a University of Virginia student after 3 victims lost their life and 2 others were wounded in a shooting on the college campus that remained under lockdown as of Monday morning. The mass shooting unfolded at around 10:40 p.m. Saturday night when a gunman went on a shooting rampage at the main campus, University President Jim Ryan said in a statement. Police identified the suspect in the horror shooting as Christopher Darnell Jones, a student and former football player for the college, warning that he should be considered armed and dangerous. He is considered as wearing a burgundy jacket, blue jeans, and red shoes, and could be driving a black SUV, police said. No motive is known for the attack, and it's not clear if the victims were targeted or random. Said University of Virginia police warned students to remain sheltering in place as they issue an alert that the law enforcement officers could be conducting a complete search on and around the UVA grounds. Students should therefore expect an increased law enforcement presence. Let's get into this. This is from the Daily Mail. It says 3 University Virginia football stars are shot dead by ex-player who opened fire on their bus as they returned from a class field trip. Suspect is taken into custody after a 13-hour manhunt. Christopher Darnell Jones, who's 22, was arrested on Monday morning for shooting 5 people on a bus. 3 were killed and another 2 injured before Jones, a football player, fled into his black SUV. Deshaun Perry, Lavelle Davis Jr., and Devin Chandler were all killed and another 2 were injured. It remains unclear that Jones' motive was or if he was part of the field trip to Washington, D.C. The victims had been in D.C. as part of a field trip to attend a play. Let's see. To mainly get into what I already went over. Deshaun Perry, a linebacker for the school's team who had played on behalf of the school in the previous day, was killed, as was wide receiver Lavelle Davis Jr. and Devin Chandler. Dontavion Wicks and Mike Hollins were injured and survived. Jones was taken into custody on Monday morning, some 12 hours after the scene. College officials have since revealed that he was reported to the Office of Student Affairs in September, who became concerned. He told them he owned a weapon. It's unclear if he made any threats. He was also involved in a hazing investigation. The University of Virginia's main campus was in lockdown on Monday morning while law enforcement conducted a complete search. It was lifted shortly before Jones was arrested. University of Virginia's President James E. Ryan confirmed the casualties in a message to the community at around 4 a.m., saying that he was heartbroken to report that 3 people had subsequently lost their life in the shooting. It is not known where Jones was taken into custody or what motive for the attack was. The UVA emergency account later tweeted that multiple police departments were actively searching for the suspect, including a Virginia State Police helicopter. Follow-up message was that the suspect was armed and dangerous. And this was the story of, I believe that is Deshaun Perry. This is Deshaun Perry's. No, this is Davis Jr. Excuse me. This is Davis Jr. posted a photo just hours. Okay, this is Davis Jr.'s IG. This was what happened around campus. I did not know about this until this morning. It was trending. Maybe because they had caught him, but this to me completely unnecessary. They said that he was part of a hazing investigation. Was he the hazer or was he being hazed? We're close. Let's see. Okay. We are working closely with the families and victims and will share additional detail as soon as we are able. Our University Police Department has joined forces with our law enforcement agencies to apprehend the suspect and will keep our community apprised of developments as the situation evolves, he added. He's still not telling us what exactly happened. Okay, let's see. UVA sophomore M. Gunter, who was 19, told the Times Dispatch that she was in her international residential college dormitory when she heard 6 shots rang out. She says she can see Coburth Road from her window. I just have no words, Gunter told the Dispatch. This is insane. She told the outlet that she was living in South Virginia since 2007, where the Virginia Tech mass shooting took place and remains in people's minds. Coburth Road parking garage sits on university's main campus and is little over 1,000 feet from the Madison Hall University President's office, around 1,500 feet from the Rotunda, an iconic building designed by Thomas Jefferson. Suspect Jones, one of 4 children, is originally from Petersburg, Virginia, according to his profile on virginiasports.com. He studied for 3 years at Verena High School and spent his senior year at Petersburg High School. His profile describes him in glowing terms. Jones was a member of the National Honor Society and the National Technical Honor Society, who served as president of the Key Club, a society of volunteering in the community. High school student members of the Key Club perform acts of service in the community, such as cleaning up parks, collecting clothing, and organizing food drives, the website states. They also learn leadership skills by running meetings and planning projects and holding elected leadership positions at the club, the district, and international levels. Jones was also president of Jobs for Virginia Grads Program and named Student of the Year as a freshman and sophomore at Verena, the site says. So how does a guy that was done so much in the community, so many accolades, high school, even in college, how did it get to this point where you go and you take the lives of these guys? Now I've been hearing things, and I'm looking to see if they are putting anything into the article. We'll get into it, but I heard some things. I heard that he was kicked off the team due to allegations of misconduct with, I'm assuming, a female. And that might have been why he was an ex-player. Maybe he felt some type of way towards his teammates. I don't know, but let's get into it. I believe this was the parking garage where the bus would have been, you know. So he probably was, if he wasn't on the bus, he probably was waiting at the parking garage. According to the 2018 Richmond Times-Dispatch story, he grew up in Essex Village in Mosby Court housing complex in Richmond. The report states his father left the family when Jones was young, and that Jones was into fights at school. The shooting is the latest in a wave of weapons violence in U.S. college and high school campuses in recent years. The bloodshed has fueled debate over tighter restrictions on access of guns in the United States. Second Amendment, the Constitution guarantees the right to bear arms. Sunday night shooting is not the first to have rocked Virginia College campus this year. In February, 2 campus police officers were struck and killed as they were responding to reports of a suspicious man near a building housing classrooms. The suspect in the shooting was a former student. In the same month, a late-night shooting at a hookah bar near Virginia Tech's campus left 1 dead and 4 injured. On April 16, 2007, Virginia Tech was the site of one of the worst mass shootings in U.S. history when a 23-year-old undergraduate took the lives of 32 people and injured 17 others before turning the weapon on himself. Cho, that's his name, from South Korea, used 2 semi-automatic pistols in the incident. So, man, they're just going over the history of weapons violence. This ain't going to spear no debate over weapons violence because anybody can get their hands on a weapon, no matter if you have strict laws or not. This was a looter. This was a loser that got caught up and decided. Now, people are saying that, you know, he wanted revenge. He shot up a bus. There were other people that probably didn't even know him like that on that bus. This guy just lost his mind. Now, he has the opportunity to come clean about his reason for doing it. And it'll be up to the police to figure out if he's telling the truth or not. So that's all I have right now. This is very unfortunate. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. If there was something that's not here that I missed, don't put lies in my comment section. All right? We need truth. We need to know why this guy took the lives of these 3 gentlemen and injured 2 others. What was the purpose of it? What were you going to gain, sir, out of this? Unbelievable. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. I'm Jaye the Black. Make sure y'all follow all the links in the description box. I'll see y'all next one.